Wow, 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 wow. I knew this Adeline deck from the Brawl Discord was good, but I had no idea. That's right. Welcome to the Attic. Manadad here. You are in for a treat today, Brawlers extraordinaire. Yeah, I was just looking to build in my free. This is my free spells account. I've never put a dime in this account, so all the rares you see are just stuff I've accumulated just playing free to play stuff. I have this list from Freyleaser Ectivolt on the Historic Brawl Discord. There were a couple rares I didn't have. Let's see. Containment Priest I didn't have. Declaration in Stone. Benoloshed Marshal I didn't have. I just replaced them with stuff I thought was like, good mono white aggro stuff, and whew, boy, okay. As usual, I'm going to have the deck list and I'm going to have the chapter breaks. If you just want to skip to the gameplay and see how good this deck is, you can go and there'll be chapter breaks and go do that. Otherwise, I'll just talk through the deck as much as I can. Very straightforward here. Adeline is star 4 Vigilance for 3, power equal to the number of creatures you control, and it's going to make creatures 1/1 white human creature tokens that are tapped and attacking, so you always want to play it pre-combat if you plan to play it usually. I mean, not always, but you usually want to play it pre-combat. You're going to get your free 1/1 every turn, and it just snowballs if opponents can't answer it. And then we just have like every 2/1 that there's a 2/2. I didn't have Ismaro as another one. I didn't have Ismaro Hand of Khanda. I am totally out of rare and mythic rare wild cards in this account. So, but the deck, look, the deck performed even with a couple substitutions here. So, we got the Benoloshed Knight Counselor. I don't even know what that does. It's a new alchemy thing. Brave the Elements, Curse of Silence. This is usually name your opponent's commander. Slow people down, basically. Dauntless Bodyguard. We have a bunch of these guys that like give creatures indestructible. I don't know where it is, but this guy, Selfless Samurai, you can sacrifice, give indestructible. I threw in Fairy Guide Mother as one of my 1-drop replacements. We got Giant Killer. Sometimes you just need to push that extra damage with the +2/+1 gains flying, and then a 1/1 evasive for 1 is also good. You don't feel bad at playing that on 1. Hopeful Initiate, standard of the mono white aggro. Legion's Landing. Mana Tithe, stick around, you're going to see Mana Tithe. Somebody get got by Mana Tithe. It's so much fun. Paladin class, I'm not sure why this is in their list. I guess because you can give all your creatures +1/+1. But it's like a 4 mana to do that. I put in, where is it? Rally the Ranks. Because we're mostly humans, so you can give most of your stuff +1/+1. And you can give Adeline and the creatures Adeline makes +1/+1 just for 2 mana with that. But anyways, Patriarch's Humiliation. This is a standard white removal spell here in Historic Brawl. Portable Hole, similar. Recruitment Officer. This is a new card from Bro. You can pay 4 and grab a cheap creature, which we have a ton of. Soldier of the Pantheon. I happen to have this one. Just a 2/1. It's mostly just a 2/1 for 1 mana. Source of Plowshares, Usher of the Fallen, 2/1 for 1 mana. Venerable Knight, 2/1 for 1 mana. When it dies, it can put a counter on a knight, and look, we have Adeline, so cool. March of Otherworldly Light, good white removal. Probably not really a 1 mana spell. You could class it with like the later plays in the thing. Adonto Vanguard is gonna be able to give itself indestructible. Farmhand can grab you a land. Calamity's Wake, Cathar Commando, Circle of Confinement. This was there was some removal I was missing, and I just put this in instead. Clarion Spirit, I put that in. That's not in the original list. Eidolon of Obstruction, I put that in. That's not in the original list. Fateful Absence, good cheap white removal. Giada, I put that in. That's not in the original list, but just playing it as a 2/2 Flying Vigilance. I also put in Sarah Paragon, which is an angel, so we can power. If we happen to get both, we can power that out. Intrepid Adversary, Clement. You've probably seen a bunch if you played any Historic Brawl. Luminarch if it's like that strong, you might be one you could sub out. So Guardian Evangel, Sun Gold Sentinel, Thalia's Lieutenant, Valor Stance, Metallic Mimic. You're going to name Human if you cast that. So they had a couple of these protection spells. Make a Stand. Redain can slow down opponent from casting Wraths. I put in Teferi's Protection. Just keying off, they thought it was worth putting in Make a Stand. I felt like, okay, well, we could put in Teferi's Protection and Unbreakable. They had Unbreakable Formation. I put in Wedding Announcement since I didn't have the Banalish Marshal. I put in Welcoming Vampire. Ranger Captain, grab you something good. Skyclave, nice. Conclave Tribunal, this is Convoke. You could probably sub this out for some other removal spell if you feel like there's something better there. Inquisitor Captain, Luminous Broodmoth. Since they had that in, I thought, well, let's put in Sarah Paragon. I mean, this thing just is fantastic for just destroying the enemy's will to keep playing the game as you just cast all the stuff they've removed over the course of the game. Once you get that out, Wandering Emperor, of course. And then in the mana base, we got all the good man lands here. We got Mutavault, Mishra's Foundry, Faceless Haven, 32 snow-covered plains, Shephet Dunes, Iganjo, Cave of the Frost Dragon, and Castle Arden Vale. That is the deck. Stick around here. You won't have to stick around for very long because this deck wins games crazy fast. All right, let's go. Adeline on me. When you're not strong, I'll be your friend. Ooh, bit land light. I'm gonna keep it. Against Heliod. Do have a way to deal with Heliod, so probably for the best. Possibly for the best. Oh, it's a mirror match. Gotta give a nice when they do that. Opponent doesn't want to take a risk. Uh-oh, Voice of the Blessed. We might just have to Swords to Plowshares that now. That can get out of hand real quick. Let's see what they want to do. They've got us on a combat trick, I think. We didn't cast Adeline there. We pretended to have a combat trick last turn. Heliod. Best in enchantment right now. Go ahead and get Adeline down. And opponent giving it up. All right. Wow. Up against Vishnu. Get to go against a god here. Or Kira, Great Glass Spinner. Could be an interesting hand here. The one you want to play on at least 4. Okay, Soldier of the Pantheon. Not gonna do a ton here. On the other hand, Fairy God can't speak. Fairy Guide Mother could do something. Okay, they're just gonna bounce. That's fine. Do that bouncing. You be that annoying player. Like they're a counterspell everything. Usually, you only have to counterspell a couple spells and then people just give up, but not us. Yeah, we'll just go for the no value Sigardian Evangel. Or just being liberal with counterspells. Do they have draw spells in addition to all their counterspells is the question. Narcolepsy. Huh. Sure. Intrepid Adversary, that's another one we want to... Okay, well, they may have the counterspell wash away, but if they don't, get Adeline down. So there we go. It's a very good spell here. Play Intrepid Adversary. Adeline's ability still works here. Weird that taps it every turn. Kind of annoying. So this is a Ward 2. Worth getting off the board. Hit for 5, gain 4. What you got, opponent? You got 2 cards in hand. 1 card in hand. Okay. We made the all counterspells deck give up. That's fun. Okay. Playing Adeline. We got a 1-drop. We got some 2-drops. Let's go. This is a tap land, but it's not. Up against Kyodai. Gonna give something indestructible. Flash speed. Bit annoying. Hopefully they pump it up and we can destroy it. Opponent. Take your time.
I do not have time for this. I do not have time for you.
Do-de-do. Ooh. This is why we can't have nice things here. Somebody tanking on turn 2. We may as well get the Guardian going. Chance we can enlist it next turn. Opponent, are you there? Okay. Like we're gonna get a free attack here. No. Combat enlist, that's what I wanted to do. 1 attacker, tap this, we'll get the prize on. We'll make a 1/1. I don't know if Thalia is that useful or not. Kind of hurts our hand. Let's just bottom it and keep the land drop. End of the turn. Tap land, Signet, sure. Opponent is ramping like crazy. Keep building our board out. We're gonna all attack except, yeah, we want to enlist this one, and I guess not do that one so that we can enlist it. Yeah, there we go. Another land drop, sure. Is down to 4 life. Guess they better have a board wipe here. And they do not. Adeline. Sweet Adeline. Adeline coming out strong. Another Heliod match. Just hold up our mana tithe here. What should we do? Next turn we have potential Clarion Spirit. Portable hole, so yeah, let's just go with that. Be nice if we get to mana tithe Heliod. Don't mind us. We don't have anything else in hand. Don't worry about it. Cast that Heliod into mana tithe. And the concede. Wow. Testy Heliod players. Or no, can Adeline get us to 5? Up against Azusa. That's percent seems like it's strong. Yeah, let's just play this. Opponent took a mulligan. They don't have a 1-mana flash spell. You get a creature and really only buffing the hotshot mechanic. Clement. Okay. 5-0. Wow. Alright. Fast wins here with Adeline. Stick around, I'm going to do a wrap up. Okay, so here's your proof. 100% win rate. Playtime only 12 minutes. We got 5 wins. We went 5-0 in 12 minutes. That is just insane. I knew Adeline was good, but this is ridiculous. Thank you so much for joining me here in the attic. I've been Man of Dad reminding you, Magic is a game so fun, even dads can enjoy it. Adios.